Hey everyone, with me here is Araj Tech. I'm together with my bro.
RSK Tech Ventures.
Today's content we're going to be talking about BIOS setup. Have you ever been on your PC on startup and then it shows you an unfamiliar black screen and almost latest system, a white page setup? Panic not, it's called a BIOS setup. Today we're going to be explaining what a BIOS setup is. We're going to first start with what a BIOS is. Abdul, tell us what a BIOS is actually.
First of all, I would like to explain what is a BIOS.
Okay.
BIOS is basic input and output system. It is a firmware used to make sure every essential part of the computer well, is okay before it boots to Windows.
Both hardware and software, right?
Both hardware and software. And then with BIOS setup, you can configure your computer. You can set your date and time, like you mentioned earlier. With BIOS setup, you can know more about your computer, your RAM, the information on the computer like RAM, your processor, and then in advanced like all these advanced laptops now. With BIOS, you can even know if a battery is working or not, if the
Yeah.
battery is good or not.
Exactly. So also, how do you make use of the BIOS setup? You can make use of it by altering the secure boot. You can make use of it on setting the boot priority order.
Yes.
You can make use of it on setting the time and dates. You can make use of it on seeing
Let
the
me speak
system
about
information.
let me speak about the boot priority order.
Okay.
What it means on boot priority order is that when you on your computer, the first thing it do is it follows the command that you give it to
Exactly.
your BIOS. If you set it in a way like when it on, it first boots to your flash, because we technician most at times we do normally used to set it to flash. If the boot menu key is giving us an issue, so we
100%.
set the flash to be the top priority, followed by the hard drive, and then so on. And let's say in some cases you install more than one hard drive on your computer, like a higher drive and SSD. With boot priority order
You
on
can
BIOS setup, you can set which one is going to boot on
100%.
first.
That's just the best definition of it.
Yeah.
Secondly, if you power your system on startup and then it's showing you a date and time setting,
Yeah.
it's a sign of your system telling you that the CMOS checksum battery in your system is faulty. So that gives an error message for replacement. You understand? This checksum message is a message showing you that the system hardware in charge of saving the temporal data information of your system actually which is saves information like time and dates, and the BIOS setup, as you said, saves the information. You understand? So if your checksum battery is faulty, it gives you the time and date error.
Another step, you have forgotten something. There's this case that mostly customers and clients usually complain about is boot not found.
Boot not found?
In this case, is most at times is the problem is from maybe your
Hard drive.
setup, your priority
Exactly.
the laptop. It might be maybe the hard disk shake, but with BIOS setup, you know if the hard disk is installed on it, because definitely if the laptop is showing the hard disk from your BIOS setup, you are going to see if it is detecting it.
100%.
Yeah.
And to add to that, how do you access your BIOS setup? Different system comes with different setup keys. You understand? So you cannot just use a certain key on different brands. You understand?
Yeah.
HP has a specific key,
Dell
which
too
is the F10.
Yeah.
Dell has a specific key, which is the F12.
Yeah. No,
F2.
Yeah.
Sorry, F2. F12 is for the boot
boot
menu.
menu.
Samsung comes with a specific key, which is the F12, I think.
No, it's escape and or F1.
So most mini come F12.
Yeah,
Actually, Lenovo come with the function and the F12,
F2.
sometimes function and the F2. A lot of system comes with different functional key depending on the brand and the model of the system. Exactly. And lastly, is it safe for you to alter your BIOS setup?
It's a blatant no.
It's a blatant no, honestly. If you're not a technician, you are not actually expected to alter any settings on default on your system,
except if you know about the BIOS.
except you know about BIOS.
Yeah.
If some settings can alter the functionality of your system and make temporal damage to the functionality of your system.
Yeah.
So please take note. Anytime you have a blank error or you have a blank page you are not familiar with in your system, panic not. It's called a BIOS setup. Make sure you take it to the nearest technician. Hope you've learned something new. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much for
much.
following
Thank you.
us.